Bring her up, Burt.
All right, Monique. All right,
there we go. Monique?
Yeah, it's showtime, she said.
All right, it's showtime. You got to speak up, Monique. I mean, we want to hear your voice here. All right, here we go. I'll read the question. Monique, I want you to give us an answer. Burt, and then you and I are going to provide some critique or compliments here. We have an employee who previously qualified for FMLA leave and took it earlier this year for a specific issue. The employee now has a completely separate issue, but has not worked 1,250 hours in the past 12 months because of the leave previously taken. Does this mean that they are no longer covered by FMLA and this new leave request can be denied? You get that, Monique? You got an answer for us?
Yes. If the employee has not worked the required 1,250 hours in the past 12 months due to their previous FMLA leave, they do not qualify for additional FMLA leave for a new issue. Their new leave request can be denied based on not meeting the hours requirement.
All right. Pretty fair answer. What she's saying isn't wrong. I wouldn't say, Burt, would you?
No, so Phil, I would have to say that I need to go back and check my regulations to confirm that. But I think that is the correct answer. But I would of course go back and check the regulation and obtain citation for that.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing that I think of anytime I hear questions about FMLA, immediately I put up my ADA awareness banner, right? It's like, I also need to think about ADA. It may or may not, but I need to consider that. And I would have liked to hear you tell me that, Monique, that maybe if it doesn't qualify for FMLA, well, ADA very well may. And Burt, I'm not sure that our requirement is the same for FMLA and ADA.
Well, there is no hour requirement for ADA,
This is my point, yeah.
Definitely not the same, exactly.
Right. The other thing I probably would have thought through a little bit is if someone asked me that question, I would ask them just how are they counting the hours? Are they on a rolling year, a calendar year? Hours are hours, but some of those things may matter. And what I'm not sure of is whether or not if the person is working full time and they've had 12 weeks off, they should still have 1,600 hours unless something else has happened there. So I would be challenging the sum of hours just to make sure we're doing it the right way.
Yeah, I think that's a good point to make sure that the hours have been calculated correctly. Whether you're using the rolling method, the 12-month look back, or the leave year method, that has to do with how much leave they're entitled to when they get their 12 weeks of leave. But as far as the 1,250 hours, that is measured on a yearly or 12-month period basis.
Thank you once again for tuning in to This Week at Work. If you enjoy the show, please share it with your colleagues. Forward our invites. Share the link aimea.org/thisweekatwork, or follow or subscribe wherever you get your news and entertainment, like LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere you are. And you can be part of the show. Send your questions and comments anytime to info@thisweek.work. We'll see you next week, 7:30 a.m. Central Time, when we discuss what's happening this week at work.